Hello, welcome back. Welcome back. Today is Saturday and I'm going to be recording the newbie account to show you how to proceed to get your gears up to 5 and beyond. So first I'm going to show you guys that we are still on a level 25 limit. We are parked here with all the gears at level 4, and I have already done nodes 3 and 4 of the mysticals, but I decided not to upgrade them, just to show you that you can actually do this on level 25, but the green ones need to level up because it's very difficult to finish the green event with low level and low rank characters. And what I'm going to do today is just show you different combinations with for example, I'm not going to use John Constantine because he's not usually available for anybody, even though if you played this month through the Halloween event, you got a free rank 2 Constantine and he gets his nuke, so he's pretty useful here, but not many people will have him in the future, so I'm only going to use guys or like this. We got extra shards for Superman recently, so most people won't have Superman available for the initial part of the events, so I'm not going to use him. But the Star Sapphire is farmable through Red Alert, so I'm going to rank her up, and I need her for South event 2. Grundy is usable and farmable, so we are going to go in order. And first I'm going to get my rings, and I'm going to show you just that you can stay right here for a long time just at node 2, and you can collect a lot of rings this way. You see the drops, you get a lot of greens, and sometimes you also get a lot of blues. So maybe we should start documenting this. This was 6-5 for the heroes, and now let's check the fearsome event, and I'm going to make my pulls. And this one looks like it's going to be a low pull, 3 and 2, so this one is already 5-4, and I still get 2 more pulls. 6-5, 7-6. 7-6 is not bad for a single node, and total that would be 13, 11, so that's not a bad pull. Since I don't have rank 5s, and you won't be getting a lot of rank 5s, Lord of the Unliving is unavailable. You can choose your node, but since I don't have any rank 5, I won't be able to actually start this event, so you can pretty much ignore it. The first week, when you are able to actually finish all your legendary missions, you get a lot of legendary essence that way, so you shouldn't worry about missing on this. And the only node that is actually worth it to farm is the last one, and that takes forever to get a legendary 4 character to actually farm that node. Now I'm going to start this is the first video for today. I'm going to be showing you why the mystical archive is the easiest. So I'm going to go mystical, physical, and I'm going to leave the energy event for last. So let's start with mystical archive. You only have to worry about getting here to node 4. This is the easiest of the events, provided that you have at least one bleed character, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to go with DOJ. You can change her for Grundy or for whatever, but I'm going to bring in Siren. If you have already cleared the third chapter of story mode and you have access to heroic nodes, then you can start farming Cheetah, and Cheetah makes this way easier. But I'm going to go with heavy attack and sustain, and when you get a chance you can exchange Satana for Star Sapphire, and you could also get Enchantress as your healer. But these are characters that are available through red alerts and normal farming nodes, so I'm not using the specials like Donna Troy. I'm going to do this with a very low level. Now, the other events are not possible at this low level. You have to go beyond level 32 or 36 if you are under rank 4, because you don't get access to your passives. But the enemies in the events are actually way too overpowered for low ranks. So how do we go about this? We are going to start putting bleeds on everybody, and with the help of Swamp Thing we are going to have a pretty good heal. Now, this is even easier if you get a rank 5 Swamp Thing, but I wouldn't recommend you to wait so much time, because speed is the name of the game. Even though you can finish red alerts with just gear 2 or gear 4, if you want to actually be able to farm the monthly events, you're going to need at least gear 5, and I'm going to show you why. I'm going to be showing you everything. Now, the reds are going to be hitting pretty hard because this is node 4, and you might not be able to actually 3-star these things in the beginning, but fortunately we have sustain and we have heals, so our guys are not going to die that easily. And I think I might have committed a mistake, but this is real time. So even if I miss this time, I'm going to be showing you all how I missed. And if I bring my characters, because that's the plan, to keep my red alerts manageable, and you should do that too. If you have been following this series of videos, then you know that that I was able to finish all my quests every day for the first week. So I have what you will call, I'm going to fail this mission. You have to have bleeds in order to tackle this. So I think I really need a Donna Troy, or I need to up the Swamp Thing, but this is what you usually run into. One of your characters falls before everybody else, and then and then you start getting less firepower. Yeah, I needed Siren to kill Bane, so there's no there is no use continuing this way. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to choose a couple of characters that I'm going to use for the event, and yeah, as you see, I have already played yesterday the event, and I'm at node 3, and this is with just my gear 4 characters. So first you have to check who you can actually use. So I'm going to level Luthor, Siren, Satana, and Sword. So I need greens, and I'm going to do the red ones just to show you. But these are the guys that are going to be level 40 right now. So I'm going to make my life easier. Instead of taking forever to finish the nodes, and I'm gonna go, well, Sword is going to be used, so I bring him to level 40 like this. I have the essence to spare, so that's not a problem for me, and that also is going to give me access to higher skill level. So I'm gonna use Donna, and I ran out of XP agent of color. Try not to use gray agent, it makes everything more expensive, but at this low level we are talking about very few essence. So like this, I'm going to be bringing my red alerts team up to level 40. I won't be able to do all the characters I have because I will run out of XP agent, but I'm going to bring my teams up. Jordan is not that useful yet, and I need this guy for the SOD event, so he gets to go to level 42, and he's also good for red alerts. Oh, God damn it. And I will be able to take them to level 40 to gear, up to gear up to gear 8, but I'm not going to do gear 8 in a single day because that takes too much time to actually record. I'm just going to show you how to tackle. Where's Luthor? There's Luthor. And who else was available? No, Siren doesn't need to be high gear. Who am I missing? Alright. Let's try again. Let's try the musical archive. As you can see, I had already finished. Here's the proof that I was able to beat it at least once, but not with 3 stars, so we're going to shoot for 3 stars now. And I'm going to switch something for Donna Troy. And I think this is the team that actually beat it last time. Once you get a single character to give 5, these events become easier and easier, so you don't have to actually play them, you can auto play them, but the first few times you are going to have to do this manually like this, because the computer is not precisely bright. So the computer makes a lot of mistakes when you put these things on autoplay. So you have to run them many times, and that's the boring part about farming for materials. It's not hard, it just takes time, and it's very boring once you have your gears up, but it's actually the only way to do this. If you don't want to use Speed Force, you have to do this manually. So first, here you have to get some control. I believe this is why I wasn't able to finish it the first time I showed you on this video, because you have to have some measure of control on Joker like this. Now he's not going to be able to kill anybody, and the other guys have awareness on so they don't take damage. Yeah, I think that was it. So as you can see, you just heal, and Joker is as good as dead once his turn is up. But Cheetah and Siren can solo this thing even at Gear 4. And you can certainly do this with lower levels, but only if you have high rank, because having access to your passives and your legendary skills help a lot with things like this. But the thing is, without your gears, it's going to take you a month, maybe a month and a half, before you get a single legendary. And then you are going to be able to start farming for materials, so you will be left behind, and you're going to have a lot of trouble building up your roster if you wait that long. So all this strategy, if you have been counting, I have only had this account for 2 weeks and a couple of days, and I'm already on my way to Material 3. Obviously, I'm not investing a single cent, so if I had invested some money on this, I could maybe buy me a legendary 1 character or some shards to bring my tunes to rank 4 or 5 in a single day, but I don't advise that, because it costs a lot of money and you get no tangible advantage of doing that. The prices of this game are out of whack, so I really can't endorse you buying shards with real money. That's a prerogative of you. If you feel like investing $100, then it's up to you. I'm not going to forbid you from that. Well, this here, Siren is going to hit Bane exclusively. You have to put a lot, and I mean a lot, of bleeds on him. And with the rest of your team, you start taking care of the additionals. Bane hits hard, man. And you have to try to stun him. He doesn't get a crit immune or the stun immunity, so if you can actually try to control him. But that really depends on this. It's completely random because you need Donna Troy or someone else that can stun. She needs to stun Bane for this to work like this. So with Siren, if you bring Siren or Cheetah, or Siren and Cheetah, you have to stack bleeds on Bane. As many bleeds as possible. You just don't let up. Oh man. There you go. That's why I didn't get a 3-star last time. Because Wonder Woman insists on taunting. But you just keep stacking bleeds over and over, and everybody is protected. So this is no problem at all. Just don't let up on the bleeds. As many bleeds as possible. Like this. Like this. He's dead. There you go. And that's it. I already have access to material 3 for the mystics. And what you're going to do is, once you finish the node, once or twice you go back to your hero tab, and I'm going to up Siren for the event. Like this, and I'm going to start gearing her up. That's critical chance, intelligence, and affinity power. So this one and this one is a strength and critical chance, so I'm going to take that too. And she already has 2 gears 5. Now I need her to do more damage, and perhaps I can reach the extra bleed. Ah, damn it. I'm going to leave this like that, because yeah, the bleed is too high. Alright, sorry, I was distracted for a bit. Now we're going to run that again several times over, and I'm going to show you the results after a pause, but I want you to see the difference in damage It's not going to be gigantic because it's only 2 more gears, but now that she is level 40, she gets better stats and her skills do more damage. So we're going to do all of this again, but this time it's going to be faster because my tunes start to get more and more powerful. This is very slow in the beginning, but I'm going to show you after a time lapse, which is one of the reasons I will edit the crap out of this video. I'm going to show you just how different this is going to be with a siren at gear 7, and that's the only character I'm going to that's the only character I'm going to gear up today, because that's the only character I actually need today. At such a high level. Yeah, I made a terrible mistake here. That's what happens when you don't pay attention to what you are doing. I had to put Blitz on Joker first and then focus on him, but I didn't because I was distracted. Jesus Christ. Oh God. It's like I'm trying to do this badly on purpose or something. But yeah, I only need to get back to Bane again. And I have managed. Yes, a heal. Well, at least I managed to keep Wonder Woman alive, and she's going to pass enough awareness to everybody else. Like this. Yeah, it's in the bag again. I'm back in business. But I would recommend you, if you started playing after Donna Troy and you won't have her available, I advise you to then gear up Swamp Thing and Star Sapphire, because they have better sustain than Satana. And what I'm going to do this is here, this I was getting distracted again because my cat decided that he wants to play with me right now when I'm recording my game footage. Now you want to play, huh? Little fucker. I'm not really a cat person, but I have a lot of cats. My wife is a cat person. And we have a ton of cats. I only hate them because I have to clean their boxes But if it were up to me, I wouldn't have cats or dogs. I love pets, but they're a great responsibility. It's worse than having kids. Kids at least talk. There you go. I think I will 3-star this thing. And it only took 2 gear 5s to do that. And the only character at level 40 is Siren. But then again, Donna Troy makes this a lot easier. With bleeders, it's faster. And of course, if you can get the big bleeders, like Aquaman, Siren, Vixen, John Constantine has bleeds on his basic, so you can stack a ton of bleeds that way. Well, I was able to 3-star it, and I can farm this now without actually having to play it, and that's the target, to be able to just do this. And we go back to the hero tab, and we pick Siren again, and we start. I'm gonna do her speed gears. This one is speed, here you go, and this one is speed too. There you go, and this one I need. So for example, now I need this. I don't care because I can directly get over here. Mystical Archive 4. Pay my refresh. I said pay my refresh, yes. I want to spend 100 gold, and I can just speed force like this. Like this. And if you come looking for your materials, I didn't get any drop now. And if you come looking for your materials through here, you get a counter, so you can actually farm just exactly what you need. So I bring this to full gear 5, and I'm seeing that I can still gear up a bit more. So now it's going to be even easier. So I'm going to come back and edit this after farming a bit, and I'm going to show you my full gear 8 team for the event. And if we come to the red alerts, the first one is going to be easy because it's still calculated before the gear, but after bidding one of these it's going to change because I have already leveled up and done a lot of things with my characters, leveled up and geared up. So let's try this one. I'm going to take out Cyborg because now my strongest character is Siren, and there is not much difference in total power. But I'm only going to do this one. You see, the enemies are still pretty weak. But then again, I didn't gear up a lot. I only got from 4 to 6 just a couple of pieces of gear 6, so it's not a whole lot, but as you can see, Siren is now my heavy speeder, and she is a lot faster than my other characters, and that's because of the gear she's got on, because the rest of my characters are only level 25 and they are only gear 4. Like this, super easy, super facilito. So now that I have cleared another red alert, I have to check just how much they have scaled. For example, this one, they used to be level 15, now they're level 25, and since I already started getting more and more rank 3 characters, now all of the computers are rank 3 characters and they are level 25, and that's just, I only leveled 6 characters to 40 and they have already gone up in level. This is what you have to keep in mind when leveling and gearing. These guys are going to get tougher the tougher your own guys are. Now the difference between gear 6 and 4, it's not that much, so they don't get that powerful, but if you get a single character to a very high gear and you leave the rest of your roster at a very low gear, that's when you run in trouble. And since your first reaction is going to be gearing up your single most powerful character to an even higher power rating, your average is going to be lower than what the computer throws at you, and that's when you get into red alert problems. And you need to be able to clear red alert every day when you are starting out. This is more important even than the monthly event. So I'm going to cut this video here and I'm going to start working on the other events for the rest of the characters, but this one was for Mystic, and then I'm going to show you the monthly event that here I was able to clear up to boss node 3 with just gear 4. So you can stay there in gear 4, but if I can get, let's say, up to here, then I get a legendary 2 character for free with just a 2-week old account, because right now I can farm, like for example here I can farm this, that's 9 shards for today, and I already have 6 plus 9, it's 15, and I get 10 more just for logging on tomorrow, so that's 25, and then next day I keep getting shards, that's 9 shards times 9 days left on the actual event, and that's 81 shards. So I can bring Soth to at least rank 5 with just 3 nodes, and then I get the other event so I can get my legendary 1 easily. That's why you don't have to worry a whole lot about clearing the whole thing on your first month, but the further you get, the less time you are going to be farming these stages so you get to make even more money. As you can see, I'm already down almost 2 million from the money I had. If you can watch top center, my essence counter, and now I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 characters at level 40, and I have pretty cool variety, I mean, because I have 1 2 3 greens, and I have 1 2 3 blues and 2 reds, so I need to add another red, and perhaps I'm going to go with Harley Quinn Vixen. But the ideal would be to get 4 of each affinity in order to clear your events more easily, and of course over time you're going to have to start adding guys when you run into the monthly events. But once you have your power base of 12 characters, doing red alerts and doing PvP is going to be way easier. Now, we were 2 weeks at level 25, and now I'm going to keep this account at level 40. I would advise to park your account at level 40 for at least a couple of months while you amass enough essence, let's say 40 million essence, or at least 25 million, before you start pushing for top gear. See, this is 2 weeks in and I'm already level 43. With another 2 weeks I am going to be perhaps level 50, because now everything gives me experience. If I play my monthly event and the weekly heroic challenge, all of the notes, every point of energy you spend, this blue energy, every point of energy you spend, it's 1 point of experience. So sorry, if you spend 300 energy per day, that's 300 points of experience that you're getting. You can't slow down. The more you play, the faster you level up. But if you level up too fast, you are missing on your free energy every time you level up. I'm going to be making a video about that later, because when you are low level, you rank up, you level up almost every day, so you can get sloppy. But between this level 40 and level 60, you have to actually start to plan how you spend your energy, so when you get to another level you don't miss on your energy. If you are like this account at 59% or so, it's better if you spend all the energy possible before you go to sleep, and as soon as you wake up, spend as much energy as possible just to bring it closer to leveling up. But I'm going to explain that in detail in another video once the conditions are met. But for now, well, this was the mystical event and how to farm for your materials. I'm going to be doing the other ones, and since I won't have to explain all of this again, they're going to be shorter, so that's cool too. This is Zonan waving you goodbye, but this is momentary because today I'm going to be uploading a lot of content. Subscribe, leave your comments. I enjoy the feedback, I enjoy constructive criticism. So if there is something you don't like, I tend to digress a lot. But ultimately, this is for you guys, for the DCL guys. Anyways, we'll be seeing each other pretty soon. So keep grinding on and have fun. That's important. The most important thing about these things is to have fun while playing. See you next time.